Hi guys, it's Dan here, and today we're going to be showing you a page-level content expansion technique that you can carry out using Ahrefs. So obviously before we get started, make sure you've got an Ahrefs account set up, and also if you can, just get this Ahrefs plugin up here. It's just a Chrome extension, really simple to get, and once you've got that, then you're good to go. So for this example, we're actually going to be using this example keyword, niche edits SEO, but what you're basically going to be looking at for this when you're doing it for your actual keywords is the keywords that you want to rank for your particular article. So say you've got an article, like I said, that's niche edits SEO, and you're not ranking within the top 5 positions for that. What this actual technique is going to be doing is having a look at the websites that are actually ranking in the top 5 there, and taking a look at their headings and basically comparing them all together, seeing if there's any correlation, and seeing what you're missing basically on your site, what you can add in to expand to your content to obviously improve your actual website for that. So the first thing you want to do here is obviously head to the number 1, obviously. So that's this website here, which is stellaseo.com. Their obviously title there is what are niche edits. So you want to click on that, and then you want to go up to the top here, and once you've got the Ahrefs toolbar loaded, it should actually be loaded up here. On the left hand side, you can see that there's this section here, which is the on-page section for the on-page SEO data. So you want to click on that, and then all this data will pop up on the right hand side. And where it says show more here under the H2s and H1 section, it will pop up with all the H2s and H1s, you know, H4s, H3s, etc. for that particular page. So what you want to do with this data to start off with is actually literally just copy and paste it into kind of a, you know, Excel sheet or that kind of thing, a spreadsheet, whatever you want to use. So for example, I'll go and do that now. So again, as you can see here, the H1 is what are niche edits. So what I'll do is I'll create this spreadsheet. I might start with a site 1, site 2, site 3, and then obviously a tab for your site. I think typically you might want to do this with 5 sites and then have your site afterwards, but for this example, I'm just going to use 3 sites to kind of show you what you can do with this basically. So as I said, just kind of start copying these in. So what are niche edits is in there. We'll leave niche edits because obviously that's quite self-explanatory. If you're not mentioning the word niche edits for the word, you know, niche edit SEO, then obviously you're doing something wrong there anyway. So we'll leave that one. Manual niche edits obviously is a bit more specific, so we'll drop that one in. But basically dropping in the H2s and H3s, etc. that you feel, you know, are good and relevant and that you want to put in. So for example, as I'm going through here, obviously SAPE links is another one that might be relevant. Some of these here, you know, where it says empty, you'd leave that. You'd leave the one where it says from our blog, because you know that's not really going to have too much ranking power. So you're basically adding in the ones that you feel may have something kind of added on that you may not have added onto your website, or is specific to do with that niche, that obviously if they're ranking number 1, we'll be helping them rank for that. So instead of me kind of going through doing this manually, I'll do the last one here and I'll skip through it and just jump to the next one to repeat the process and get you familiar with it. So again, once you've kind of added in all of the H2s, etc. for that particular page, you want to go back and then do the exact same for the one that's ranking number 2. So again, click on the actual URL there, waiting for it to load up. And then once your toolbar loads up, go to the on-page section on the toolbar, wait for this to load. Here's all the H1s, H2s, etc. Again, start copying all them in again to the spreadsheet, but that time in the site 2 column, so obviously next to the other ones. And then finally, you do the exact same. Once that's done, you go to number 3 there. You'd get all the data obviously from the on-page section here, and go down, and then obviously start copying all of these in, the ones that you feel are, you know, are worth doing. So anyway, once you've kind of got to that point, I'll skip forward because I've actually finished all that now. 1 second. There we go. Once you've got to that point, you've actually got all this data here. So what I've done with this data to just explain is obviously, as you can see, I've actually copied in all of the headings that they've actually used for the top 3 ranking positions. And then what I've actually done is I've highlighted in color which ones actually correlate. So which ones kind of overlap, that you can see, okay, in the top 3 positions here, these guys are using these headings frequently, and they've all used them, so they're obviously something that's helping them rank. The first example of that is this one here, which is what are niche edits. Obviously, they kind of word it in different ways, so what are niche edits, what is a niche edit? But essentially what they're doing there is answering the question of what it is. So someone that might type in niche edit SEO, what they're realizing there is they might not actually know what that is, and in their content, they need to describe what a niche edit is. So that's telling me straight off the bat that if I don't have, you know, the question, what is a niche edit, or what are niche edits, or something along those lines, I really, really need to add that into my article to expand my content. So what I will do then is I might write that into here, like what are niche edits. Basically what this column can then kind of be for you is a set of ideas of kind of which headings you actually need to add in based on what, you know, your competitors are doing who are ranking better than you. Again, you've got some other ones that correlate here. So you've got some that's, you know, need help, get in touch now, the services we offer. What that's telling me there actually is that a lot of the people who are ranking for niche edit SEO or niche edits SEO are offering this as a service. So if we're offering that as a service, fantastic. We can actually kind of go into here and say, you know, something along the lines of, you know, the services we offer, whatever it needs to be. So we'd actually add that in. But say we weren't offering this as a service and we wanted to just be like a content piece. What we could do is then think about it. We think, okay, well, we're obviously not going to add that in because we wouldn't be kind of matching the search intent. We don't offer niche edits, but what we can add in is some of the different ones that they have. So you might, choose not to add that in and have a look at some of the other ones that correlate. One example of this here is this one here, this green one. Beware of link inserts on hacked sites and our niche edits hacked links. Now, what that tells me straight away is that a lot of people who look at niche edits are wary of the fact that they may be from, hacked sites or maybe not trustworthy sites or sites that Google don't like. So you kind of want to be touching on that in some way, shape, or form. So I might add in something like, literally something as simple as our niche edits hacked, because it might be something that people are searching for. It's telling me that obviously the people who are ranking for that like that key phrase. Again, you've got niche edits versus guest post. How do niche edits compare to other links? So you've kind of got a section there that you can add in about, how they compare to other links, how successful they are against other links, how good are niche edits for SEO, all that kind of stuff. And basically what this is doing is it's just giving you that idea and giving you that kind of knowledge of what you need to add in for your article. Again, there are some that don't correlate, but, may be relevant. So, for example, backlinks that drive results. So, again, you could kind of say, do niche edits work? Could be maybe one of your headings, something along those lines, or niche edits that drive results. Again, you'd have a look at the search term for that and see kind of if it's worth doing. And then there's other ones that, like other considerations, for example, here, you'd completely ignore that. I may as well delete it, in fact, because that that's not relevant to niche edits. It's not going to improve your rankings, really. So it's kind of just working through in that sense and using a bit of logic to see which ones are correlating, kind of which keywords can I add in to expand to my content and will be worthy of actually doing so. And using this kind of format really, really helps, I think, to actually, use the color section to actually work out which ones correlate. And then obviously creating a kind of tab of your own here to improve, by adding your own kind of headings into there. So that's basically that, guys. Hope this has been useful. Hope this kind of technique will help you. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you guys later.